Hello, my name is Ashley Faith and welcome back to my channel. So, it's been a while since I've shown my face around here. I'd like to explain where I've been quickly, more quickly than the first time I explained it, and then I'll get into what the title says that this video is about. So basically what happened is I was really sort of running out of steam with the videos that I was making. I didn't have the same passion that I had before. I really enjoyed making videos about body positivity, but I didn't have any more ideas, and I really enjoyed making videos about university life and UCL in specific. And then the pandemic hit, university abruptly ended, and then when I started my master's degree, it was all from home, and as you can see in some of those latest vlogs on my channel, I was not doing very well mentally. And then I made a video about dog whistles, anti-Semitic dog whistles specifically, and if you want to know more about them, go and check out that video. But that video ended up on 4chan, which is a alt-right website that neo-Nazis and far right-wing people like to stay on. It's a little forum. They posted that video link on there in a post, and that's why they all came into my comment section. It started out on that video and they ended up moving to other videos on my channel as well to leave these comments, and I just decided to private all the videos on my channel and let it blow over because it really was quite soul crushing. I reported it to the police. Now, I didn't really think the police were going to do anything about it or be able to do anything about it, but I wanted those statistics to be listed. I wanted that to be sort of listed for the statistics about hate crimes. Now, I knew that it probably wouldn't be solved or these culprits wouldn't be found. Most of them probably aren't even in the UK. I didn't expect, though, to have to explain what a dog whistle was to the hate crime officer that I spoke to. That was real annoying. But I took a break, and as I said, I just really didn't have the drive that I used to have on this channel anymore, and so I stopped making videos. But I wanted to make videos, and it's still something that I really enjoyed making, and I just didn't know what to make. And then around the same time, I had a small growing following on my account for my rats, my pet rats, and I decided to make a channel dedicated to them. And now that channel has over 1,000 subscribers, which this channel never got that far. We're almost at a point where I can start to have like channel members and things like that, which is really exciting. So I have been posted on there for, I would say, 2 years maybe, and it's been absolutely great. It's a small niche community and it really has been wonderful, and I've gone through a lot of hardships when it comes to my rats, a lot of death and a lot of really sad things that if you want to find out more about, you can check out on that channel. And having that community really has been amazing and great. And so that's where I've been, and I've decided to make this video talking about this topic as it's been something that has been on my mind the past couple of months or so. And body positivity was always a huge part of my channel, and I just wanted to come and share some of the thoughts that I've been having recently about body positivity, because I think it's valuable, and I don't know if I've heard many people talk about it from this point of view. Although from an Instagram post that I had made this week, it does seem that a lot of people do agree with me, if for different reasons they have felt a similar effect with their tattoos. So tattoos haven't been a thing that I wanted my entire life. I was never averse to them. I didn't dislike them or anything. I just never particularly wanted them. And then as I sort of had this strong, intense connection with my pets that I didn't really have with the 2 childhood hamsters that I had, I didn't have any of the pets other than that. I really wanted something to commemorate them that was permanent, that wasn't going to go away, that couldn't be lost, that would constantly remind me that they once were here. And I knew that, if I regretted it that much, if I hated it that much, it's painful and expensive, but I could get them removed. So I was like, let's go for it. I found an artist that I really liked in my city that has a style that I really liked, that seemed to be a really nice person. She is, by the way. And I went for it, and I got my first tattoo, and I loved it even more than I thought I would. I'll put that tattoo here on the screen. It's right here on my right forearm. I wanted it in a place where I could see it really easily. That's why I went for this placement originally. Now I wish I'd sticked to the upper arm because I'm sort of constructing a half patchwork sleeve, and since I work in a school now, having it sort of on the upper arm is the easiest place to have it. So I kind of wish that I hadn't put it here, but it's a really nice placement anyway, and eventually I think I probably have a full patchwork sleeve, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's in a nice place and it fits. So I also got this little one here on my wrist, which is actually the outline of, they call them heart rats, just, you know, one of those that you have a special bond with. He passed away as a baby, his name was Plum, and I got the outline of his ears on my wrist so that I could just look down and think about him whenever I needed to. This tattoo made me quite emotional the first sort of month or so that I had it, but now it makes me happy to see him there, and if I'm holding some of my other rats, he's right there, and it's really special to me. So this is a bit of a tattoo tour, I guess. And then the second time that I went for a sitting, I got this tattoo on my shoulder, which is a bench. It has a little cat and a pine marting, and the bench is disappearing and turning into dust. And if anyone is familiar with the His Dark Materials series, as there has been videos on my channel about that series, I absolutely love this series. I'm not going to speak much more about the specific tattoo because it's a bit of a spoiler for the series. It also has text that says every atom of me and every atom of you. And yeah, so that was the second one that I got, and at the same time I also got some rat footprints on my shoulder. These are the footprints of Rosen, who was the first rat that we ever lost. He was a baby as well, so I got his footprints on my shoulder because rats love to sit on your shoulder. And those were the second batch of tattoos that I got. I'm the type of person that I have many ideas and I just go in and go all out with all the ideas that I have. my best friend Emma, who also has a channel here on YouTube, Emma Novella, she really doesn't post that often, but they said to me that it stresses them out, how I get like multiple tattoos at once, and it's just the way that I like to do it, and I think it's funny. So then the most recent one this week, about 6 days ago now, I got this rat who is sniffing a dandelion whose seeds are disappearing. This is actually one of the rats that I currently have. His name is Remy. He is a very special rat to me. He's a really old man now. I don't know how much longer we have with him. His health is good at the moment, but things can change really quickly with rats. So this is him. I had this idea that I wanted a rat sniffing a dandelion that was sort of, you know, blowing its seeds, because I really appreciate, and I really think it's something we need to do more, is appreciate the plants and animals that are seen as like weeds or vermin, things like rats, dandelions and pigeons. And I originally just, you know, asked for a rat with a dandelion, and my artist asked if there's a specific rat that I wanted to do, you know, for her sort of inspiration and everything, and I decided that Remy would be the one. And so here he is on my arm forever, and I'm really, really, really pleased with it. I'll show you the next easiest one to show, and that is another set of ears in the like matching place. You can see in the matching place to the other arm. These are the ears of another boy that we lost way too young, and since getting this one, and this is the only tattoo that I have on my left arm, I really wanted to mirror it. I wanted to have, you know, ears on both sides. I think I like sort of I like symmetry, so I decided to do that in the same place on the other arm, and I'm really happy with that. And then the last tattoo that I got most recently is on the back of my arm. It is a globe that is sort of, it looks like it's disintegrating, but it also could be like coming back together. The top says Tikkun Olam in the Hebrew handwritten script, and the bottom has the transliteration into the English alphabet, Tikkun Olam. Tikkun Olam is one of my favourite Jewish values and something that's really important to me. It's about repairing the world and doing the right thing and helping people and making this a better place to live. And so it's one of the most important Jewish values to me. It's one of the things that I feel connected to the most. It's one of the things that makes me feel the most Jewish. And so I really wanted to get a tattoo to commemorate my Jewishness and my connection to the heritage and the important things about Judaism to me. And Tikkun Olam just felt like the right thing, and it's a way of having something a little bit more abstract than like a Star of David, but having the Hebrew on me feels really special, I guess, because for a lot of people in history, even today, it's not really safe and hasn't been safe historically to sort of proclaim your Jewishness. And I feel like I'm really privileged, I'm really lucky to be able to do that, and I wanted to do that. And yeah, so those are the 7 tattoos that I currently have. As I said, I do plan to get more, but what I really want to talk about in this video is how the tattoos have made me feel, which is something that I really didn't expect and I haven't heard a lot of people speak about. And that's the fact that, for me, they've made me gain this perspective on body neutrality and body acceptance, and also self-love in a way that I haven't really experienced in general when it comes to body positivity and fat acceptance. I think a lot of people struggle with how they view their body because of what society tells them about their body, whether it's because they're fat or whether it's because they have a chronic illness, which is something that else was mentioned in that post that I mentioned. And for me, having these pieces of artwork that I simply adore, that means so much to me. And I'm not saying that tattoos have to have a huge meaning for them to be valid for you, but for me that's really important, and I think has been one of the reasons why it's helped me so much. But having these pieces of artwork that I absolutely adore, that mean so much to me on my body, has really given me this perspective to be more neutral, I guess, about my body, and to some of the insecurities that I had about my body have been taken over by the beautiful art that's now there. And it's not something that I ever really expected. As I said, I've always been a bit self-conscious about like this flabby bit of my arm and the way that it like sticks out, but now it sticks out and I can see Remy just there on my arm, or the stretch marks on my shoulder. And I don't speak just for myself when it comes to this. I know a lot of people feel the same way or similar ways, that having these like pieces of art on your body really do make you see it in a different way. And I can't really explain it. I didn't really write any notes for this video. I just wanted to speak from the heart and give you an update about where I've been and sort of all of that stuff. But really, for me, I never was the type of person, I think and I know that I'm pretty and that I'm beautiful and things like that, but I've definitely had days or weeks or months where looking at myself has been not fun, where I don't feel that way, and looking at myself I definitely don't feel that way. But having these pieces of art, that's the only way that I can describe them, on my body, really has changed that. And I've had more good days recently than bad days, and I do attribute it to having these like special drawings on my body. And I don't know, I really wanted this to be a bit more fluent and be a bit more cohesive, make a bit more sense, I don't know. And it hasn't really turned out to be that. It's turned out to be a bit of an update, look at my beautiful tattoos, and then a bit of a blab about how they've made me feel. But it's really truly changed quite a lot of like my perspective when it comes to body positivity, and I really wanted to share it with you and share my tattoos with you because they're really important to me. And yeah, anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, please do subscribe. As you can see, my channel's been stagnant for a while. If you are old here and you're surprised to see me back in your subscription box, thank you very much for clicking on this video. I know it's been a long time, and yeah, Thank you very much for being a faithful, and thanks for watching. Bye! I think my outro, I used to say, thanks so much, thanks for being a faithful, thanks for watching. Anyway, bye!